Hey guys, welcome back. So I've wanted to change how I kind of do these videos, and I wanted to actually make it a little more podcast style. So today we're going to be talking about the Prodigio right here. Instead of me doing just a boring review of the shoes, just me sitting there talking about the shoe, we're actually going to sit down and have a little more of a conversation about the shoe with Abby, my wife, who actually works in Run Specialty still. I actually currently don't work in Run Specialty. But this fancy setup we have here, this is kind of what I do now. So a lot of video production, videography stuff. So that's one reason I've been so busy, as you guys maybe have seen in my previous videos. I've just been crazy busy with video production stuff and videography. So I'm going to be switching stuff as we go. So I might look a little distracted. Sorry about that. But I have my board over here.
Multitasking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to get this down so we're a little bit more consistent and stuff like that. So smooth, but we're working on it. This is our first real podcast with this, so we're gonna be really just kind of trying this out and seeing how it works. And I might be doing a lot of editing. We'll see. But yeah, we're talking about the Prodigio today, and I still run and everything, so
he still does something with running.
I just need to post more videos, so hopefully I can get back on the trend with this whole setup that we have here. I try to make it pretty easy so we can sit down, talk about a shoe real quick, and so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about the Prodigio. As you can see, I don't know if you guys can see it very well or not. From my angle, I can definitely see it. It's very well used. So I actually have Abby hold that up for you guys since I have a little bit better shot right there. And then if you flip around too, you can see I've definitely used this. That was actually after like the first run. Yeah. It was a really muddy run.
Really muddy.
But I've used it
snowy.
4 times probably. But like each time about 10 or more miles. Like today, I think I did 10 on it. So we're about 40 miles in, so it's a good time to review it. And our dog's being very distracting. Oh, I'm not even in the shot right now. See?
Go.
That's what I mean by that.
On my couch. Go lay down.
And then Abby's talking about...
Sorry.
Hey guys, so I'm about to go on my first run in the Prodigio. First, here, let me show you guys quick. A couple concerns right off the bat is actually this ankle piece right here. I can feel that a little bit, so I'm a little worried about that. I don't like that, and it's very rigid right there. So that's kind of my first concern right off the bat. I am in a half size bigger. That's pretty common for La Sportiva. So we're gonna try it. Hope it works out. I'm gonna be running on dirt roads today. Maybe a little bit of trail, I don't know yet. But probably some like mud, maybe some snow. So we'll test it out as like kind of a first look and all that right there. And the dogs are going with Abby too. They're really excited. Uphill is hard, but uphill and ankle deep snow, way harder. Woo. Nala, you enjoying the snow?
But it's been cold.
So much snow to roll in.
And then, you guys are all tangled.
She's wearing the Paradigms. These are supposed to be Peregrines, sorry, yeah. Oh, they're getting tired. These are supposed to be similar to those, I guess.
Higher cushion.
But these are higher cushion?
Yeah, those are higher cushion.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I can't feel the ground as much in these, so yeah. But look, they're already pretty dirty.
Nice. Mine.
These new?
Newish.
Newish. Okay, well I gotta get going.
I'm gonna turn around too. So.
Okay. We'll get her behind.
No, if I'm walking, don't get me.
It's a little rainy out today, but we're gonna try out the shoes in some wet weather. So yeah, we're out testing the guys. The Prodigio is out. Can't speak right now. yeah, practice for conifers all indoors. So, because the lightning, the weather kind of cleared up a little bit. It's not as rainy anymore, but got some puddles and stuff I'll be running through. Yeah, and trying out these guys. So they do in the mud. All right, so can you give us a little rundown on the shoe?
Yeah. So, man, it feels weird because we've already kind of shot this, so I'm like out of it now. But anyways, getting back into it, the Prodigio, I will regurgitate kind of what I was taught by the La Sportiva rep, but essentially it is a new shoe that they use their new X-Flow foam in. And X-Flow,
tell us a little more about the X-Flow foam.
Yeah. X-Flow is a nitrogen-infused foam, which a lot of brands are kind of going towards because it's a lot more responsive, a lot more lightweight. But I'll just kind of give you a rundown of what La Sportiva says. So it's X-Flow is their nitrogen-infused supercritical foam that ensures optimal cushioning, reactivity, and stability. So by...
Whoa, hold on. Whoa, see that? I just did a fancy transition.
Oh. Man, way to interrupt my flow. Talking about X-Flow. I don't know if you
That's not
that.
the right camera. That's the right camera. You don't know what I'm switching to. When we're both talking,
I can't see.
I'm in the middle camera. When one of us is talking, it's
I
one or
don't
the
know.
other.
Sometimes you want to have it on yourself.
Actually, I could just cut you out.
Yeah, that's fair.
See, right. Okay. So they
My
have
voice is
vegan.
better.
They have vegan.
Yeah, I was kind of gonna
products.
get to that.
Oh,
before,
you were.
before.
I was scrolling through the interwebs,
I know.
and I was like, okay, back into it.
Yeah.
Talk about this X-Flow. What is so special with X-Flow? Gosh, stop being distracted. You're live, by the way.
I know I'm live. Okay. So, the X-Flow is really nice because in the heel, the way that they structured the heel counter, specifically in the foam, they made this shoe to help with downhill running. So a lot of their pros, a lot of their runners were saying that they wanted a shoe that was going to help with more of like a downhill running assist, so it would feel a lot more powerful, a lot more smooth.
Wait, powerful in the downhills?
Yeah, you wouldn't know. You don't know how to run downhill.
Maybe this shoe will help me.
I know that was a mean
That is
dig,
probably my weakest thing in trail running. But I'm getting better at it.
Watching you trail run, you definitely need the assist. I love you.
I've placed well in the 2 trail races I've done.
Yeah.
But I've also grown up running mountains and trails my whole life. So
Yeah,
that's
how
probably
you don't
the
know
reason.
how to run down.
By the way, this summer, there are going to be a lot of videos on trail running because I'm going to be running a lot of trail races just to prove you wrong and to show you I know what I'm doing.
And from the beginning video, you'll notice the transition to the end video or the last video of the summer, how much better he'll be at
I'm just
trail
going to be good
running.
all the way around. I'm going to win all my trail races.
Okay.
All of them. All right.
Okay,
Tell us about the shoe.
I
Stop
don't
being
remember.
distracted.
I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, the
Something about
downhill
X-Flow.
assist. So
downhill assist.
So the way the heel counter is structured is just to kind of give you a smoother downhill feel, so that you're it's just giving you like a downhill assist essentially. I did try the shoe.
Wait. The downhill assist gives you a downhill assist?
No, the shoe gives you a downhill assist. Is that what I said?
Pretty
Are
sure.
you gaslighting me?
Just so you guys know, the downhill assist assists you on the downhill. So if you did not know that.
Oh my gosh. Is that really what I said? Okay. Anyways.
If it's not, I'm going to pretend like it is. You guys have to rewind the video to see.
Anyways. No, you'll probably just slow it down in the middle of the video.
Downhill assist.
The southern accent.
The southern accent.
Anyways, back to the shoe. So, the reason why La Sportiva made it was because their runners wanted a more responsive shoe on the downhills, and in turn, it does help you on the uphills as well. But I did try it on a negative incline at the store on the treadmill. I know that's saying a lot, but
negative incline on a treadmill? What is it, like -3?
No, -5. Our treadmill goes down low.
I got the special treadmill that likes to break a lot.
It does.
I remember that treadmill vividly.
It's
the special
not a great
Boston
treadmill.
Marathon treadmill.
It breaks all
and
the
it just
time.
breaks all the time.
It's horrible. But anyways, I did try it on the lowest it could go on the incline, and it does give you it does feel interesting going downhill, and I was really excited to try it on the trails, and I'm really excited to get my shoe. Haven't gotten it yet.
La Sportiva.
I won't say his name.
You just did at the beginning of the video.
Did I?
Just rewind it and you guys can hear everything.
No, I didn't say his name. Not in this cut. Not in this cut.
He was in this cut.
No,
you really
wasn't.
remember it.
No.
Well, you're about to.
I'm so sorry if I did.
Yeah, give her dang shoe.
Anyways,
Actually, give me a shoe, La Sportiva. What the heck?
No, you had to buy yours.
I know. I'm out here buying shoes. Bad review. It's coming.
You gotta start winning races first. Anyways, another cool feature that they have with this shoe is the. Sorry, Nala, you cannot.
She's stuttering. She doesn't know what to say. She's panicking.
Nala.
I'm filling in for her right now. It's a shoe. It's white. It's green. It's red. It's.
Nala, go lay down.
It's
Go lay down.
flexible.
Lay down.
Ish.
Nala wants to be on your side of the.
See? Did I do good?
No, I wasn't even paying attention because Nala's trying to cross the amount of cords we have on the ground.
All right. Here's
No.
the real question, guys. Should our dogs be a part of this podcast?
They really want to. Nala is begging.
Should I have a dog cam? I gotta get another a new switcher
small
board just to put another input and then have a dog cam. It's gonna be like this.
It's just gonna be Malice licking his feet the whole time. Anyways,
all right, we're going back and talking about this shoe.
we're gonna go back to talking about the shoe. So, sorry, Malice is licking his paws really loud.
Just focus.
Okay, I'm trying. So another cool thing that La Sportiva is kind of doing with their outsoles right now is they're trying to go limited waist, which is really hard to do when you're making
I got the
shoe.
stats on this.
You do? You have it up?
I have it up right now.
Okay, cool.
So I just saw that and I was like, oh, I gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the hybrid with 5% recycled rubber and then 15% production waste foam. So
Yep.
I don't know what production waste foam is.
So when
I
they-
take it just like
The
stuff from.
the amount that they're wasting when they make the foam.
Oh, like when they're cutting it out. Got
Exactly.
it.
Yeah,
Okay, got
yeah.
it.
So something that I don't know if you've seen the new prosciutto, if you have worn La Sportiva before, they used to have
prosciutto. That's where I ran my last trail racing.
the prosciutto 3 is out, so we could talk about that one next.
How long does it take them to release shoes?
It came out with this shoe.
They're not yearly updates. Then.
No, they're not. They're on
Wow.
2-year, 3-year shoes.
Okay, that's fine. If they make a good shoe, that's fine.
they do.
But this thing needs to be okay.
We'll get there. We'll get there. So, in the prosciutto or in a lot of the other shoes that they have come out with, the outsole piece. So, I guess I need to talk about the outsole itself first. So they use their Friction X or their Friction Red, which is their dual rubber compound with a stickier rubber.
Friction is spelled with an X.
It is because it's a red
not
X.
normal. How you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No, it's an X right there.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's their dual rubber compound with a stickier rubber on the center and durable rubber on the on the sides of the sole. So they really call it out on the heel here, so that's why it's a different color. But they used
It's
to
red.
make it, it's red.
Actually, it's more orange. But.
They used to make it two separate pieces. So if you look at the bottom of a shoe, I wish I had an old Bushido. They used to make it two separate pieces. So this orange piece would be a completely separate piece from the black in the middle. So the way that it was described is the reason, they've completely fused the outsoles together to make it less waste when they are cutting the outsole piece. So that's where the more eco-friendly, less waste is coming from. Is part of that is coming from the outsole here.
Nice.
So yeah, and La Sportiva is going for that with all of their trail shoes right now, especially if they have that dual foam or that dual rubber.
Nice. So I mean, so we're talking about the Red X, right? I just want to make this very clear. There's also I think white. I know there's white. There's blue, and I think is yellow is the other one.
I think there's 4 or 5 of them.
Okay, well there's might even be black. I probably could pull it up and let you guys know a little bit later in the podcast here. I just gotta pull it up. But yeah, the different foams are different, different types of rubber. Mm-hmm. Like some of them more tacky, but they're less durable because of that.
Yep.
So you'd maybe want to use it more on a very loose gravel or running downhill, for example.
Yep.
So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about the different rubbers they have, and that's actually one thing I really enjoy about La Sportiva. I should probably switch it to my actual camera. But yeah, the one thing I really enjoy about La Sportiva is the fact that they use different rubber compounds and they make more versatile shoes and more specific shoes. They niche their shoes down, right? Mm-hmm. So that's pretty interesting as well. That's what I think the Bushido has the white X.
Yes.
If I remember right.
No.
Which one does it have?
I thought it had the red as well.
Here, look it up. Let us know. But the Bushido's foam I really liked for when I was doing downhill. I maybe did because I think it has the same little heel piece that this guy has, but I have a yellow version, so it has a yellow heel I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, I think you're right. Or maybe it's just on the outsides of the shoe. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've
it has
looked
the
in
Red
the.
X.
Is it the Red X? Mm-hmm. Okay, so the Bushido has the Red X, and it's a very stiff shoe. And I wouldn't say it's for ultra running because if you wear it for long periods of time, then you're definitely you're definitely gonna make your foot a little bit sore because it's very, very, very rigid, and then very rigid through the arch as well. I mean, if you guys want to know about the Bushido, we could do a review on the 3. So. We'll do a review on the 3. I'll probably end up getting the 3, and maybe even using it for a race. So, because that's what I used for my last trail race I did, which was actually a while ago. But, yeah, I mean, this guy right here is just so. Kind of looping back to the shoe. I mean, this is more of an ultra running shoe, right? Mm-hmm. So this is if you're doing ultra running, this is kind of their target market.
So,
right? Would you say?
Actually, the way that they describe it on the website is that it is meant for either you're really seasoned runner or it can be a transition into trail running type shoe. Because it is the upper is not as much of a La Sportiva upper, even though they still have the wrap, which I did not
What do you
explain.
mean by not a La Sportiva upper?
So if you look at the Bushido or the Akasha, you can definitely see how the upper wraps underneath the arch and gives it a very, very tight
a gusseted tongue?
Not a gusseted tongue. It's hard. It's hard to explain without the shoe in front of you.
The upper that's very tight against the foot.
Very tight against the foot.
Just very tight. It's a very tight shoe. Yeah.
They made this. It's got that still has that wrap that they do underneath the arch, where the upper does wrap underneath the arch, but it's a lot more fabric up top and fits a lot more like your traditional trail shoe, or a lot of the other brands will fit. So it's a lot less of that La Sportiva type, really tight fitting, really narrow shoe, even though I do think that it's made for more of a narrow foot still. But I would say it's going to fit more like the shoes that you see on the wall when you're comparing it to other shoe brands. It's very similar as far as the fit goes. So it could be a good transition shoe as well. But with the higher impact cushion, it could still, it's still going to give those seasoned trail runners a better fit.
It's just a higher stack height, right? I mean, it's also nitrogen infused, but it's what is the stack height in this guy? Does it tell me?
Yeah, it should tell you on there.
But yeah, it like I can tell you by wearing it, it's a higher stock height. I mean, I can just feel underneath my foot. And it says like it's a little more of a stiff shoe on the website here. So I mean, the stiffness comes from the extra foam too. I mean, this is just looking at the shoe, I can tell you like that's a higher stock height. It's a 6 millimeter drop, so that means 6 millimeters from the heel to the forefoot, the toe area, right?
Offset, yep.
Offset. So yeah, I mean that's not like a crazy low for trail shoes. That's pretty standard. That's like a pretty average number. That's like not a low drop for a trail shoe. For a road shoe, yes, that's pretty low. Like that's like some. I mean, not quite low. Like
not nowadays, but yeah.
I don't know. It's lower.
Yeah.
It's definitely in the lower end.
It's in the mid.
Like where you have 8 and 10s, whereas like
exactly.
8's more of your standard, I would say. 10 being not even high. 12 being high now. Yeah. 12, 13 being high. But yeah, that's so it's pretty standard for your trail shoe. And the vibe, I just want to go into maybe just a little bit of like my thoughts on the trail shoe and how it feels, and then we can add in maybe some more specs at the end too. But like when I'm wearing this shoe, I feel like it feels like a lot like a Solomon, like a Sense Ride more. It almost feels like a Sense Ride to me, where in terms of like the shoe design and everything, I mean, just look at it. Almost looks like a Sense Ride, doesn't it?
Kind of look like a Sense Ride.
Yeah, so it's
the
like
Sense Ride is a higher drop though. I think it's like a 8.
I think the Sense Ride 6, maybe not. The Sense, I've worn the Sense Pro and the Sense Ride.
The Sense Pro is not around anymore, but
yeah, I wore the old Sense Pros, which were more of a rigid shoe, stiff shoe.
Yeah.
But this guy, like it again, the Sense Ride being that more high cushion shoe, and then this guy being also the more high cushion shoe. I mean, and also I think Solomon got it right with terms of traction. Like they did it right for traction. Yeah, and that's like that's how I feel in this shoe too, because like I feel pretty confident. I mean, my run today, I hit a lot of mud. No, yesterday, because it was like literally raining as I was running. So I hit a lot of mud, and I slid once a little bit, and just felt it give a little bit. But like that was like it just happened once. One time did I feel that, and then when I'm running in snow, it's like it's not the best snowshoe, but it's definitely up there in terms of snowshoes. There's a 4 millimeter lugs on here, so I mean that's like a good amount of lugs, but it's also the U shape you see in the lugs here that like when you're going downhill, the U's facing downhill. Like the U shape is probably my favorite shape for lugs, honestly. Like the Speed Goats do they still do the U shape in the Speed Goat? Do you know?
They're not really a U shape.
It's like a really wide U.
No.
But like
they're
I think it was the 4 that did that.
Yeah, I don't think they have that anymore.
Before the 4.
Yeah.
So I mean they had that, and I really loved that shoe in terms of that. When Saucony did their more V shaped.
I love Saucony's tread though now.
You don't like? Or
I love their new tread. Like
really?
Yeah.
Like maybe I do one on the Peregrine.
The Peregrine's good.
I was looking at the Peregrine, I'm like, I don't think that's gonna be a good shoe, because I really liked their ones that was like a little bit like you could tell it would wear out a little bit quicker, but it's really tacky. I'm like, that's the shoe I want. I want the really tacky shoe. I don't care how fast it wears out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, kind of diving back into this guy. I mean, I've got some good confidence in this shoe. Like when I'm going downhill, I feel confident in it. Like when I hit my heel, that tacky rubber, I get some confidence in that. When I'm maybe more on my toes, hitting the flat and then hitting the mud, that's probably when I slid out a little bit. When I was hitting the mud and then my foot pivoted a little bit in the mud. That was so maybe if you're running through like something you know is a little more slick, just being able to know that you can go back on that heel a little bit more and to just trust more in the back. But you also don't want to be like doing a stopping motion, because that's going to cause slipping too.
That'll slip you, yeah.
So just maybe lining, again, maybe not heel, but like midfoot.
But
lining more midfoot for
and
traction.
I think that's what that heel counter, like did you feel any difference in the heel counter when you wore it? When you've been wearing it? Like do you have any comments on how the heel feels?
Oh,
not
the heel
necessarily
counter feels
the
great.
upper, but like the
heel
cushion.
counter.
The whole counter.
In the back here.
Yeah.
You're talking about the counter.
And the cushion, like
no,
under
I like the counter.
Heel. Okay.
I don't even notice it really, so I didn't even think about the counter, the heel counter.
Okay.
So saying
that's good.
Saying that is like it means I'm not slipping out of the shoe.
Yeah.
And it means that it's comfortable. Super comfortable. Like if I don't. Actually, it's probably one of the best heel counters I've worn yet. Yeah. It's like not. Sometimes I feel like heel counters get a little over cushiony, or they like dig in your heel.
Yep.
I don't even notice this heel counter. I can't even tell you what it feels like, because I can't remember, because it's just. Normally I notice that thing.
Yeah.
So it's pretty comfortable in terms of the heel counter. And the upper, is not that not super rigid. It's got some vinyl over it as well. Laces haven't had any issues with those coming untied as well.
That's good.
So those, I mean that's been great. The let's see. We talked about traction. We talked about, I mean, in terms of comfortable, it's not the most super. It's not I would say a super comfortable foam. It's more of a, it's definitely a stiff feeling shoe. I can feel the cushion, but it doesn't feel like soft, cushy, plush foam underneath my foot, which I'm actually not a fan of. I actually prefer the more rigid feel to it, and we do have a more rigid feel in this shoe, which I'm pretty stoked about. That's the reason why I like the shoe so much. In my opinion, maybe a little too much cushion. I like it for today and yesterday. I was feeling pretty beat up because I did some speed work on the track, which has been a while since I've done that. And I really liked the cushion for that because it didn't feel like I was beating my body up as much. I kind of like maybe the little more plus. Maybe where I lean more towards the plush cushion is the day I'm feeling pretty beat up. But again, I just like rigid shoes, stiff shoes, especially when I'm on the trails. I don't like to feel like I'm unsupported, uneven, or whatever on the trails. So overall, I'm a huge fan of that. Honestly, this shoe, and it's got the Ortholite insoles, which is the nicer insoles. If you guys have ever seen Ortholite.
They are machine washable. That's what it said on Sportiva's website.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Ortholite right here, if we look at it, it's like the I think they first really started putting these in shoes with the glycerin. I think Solomon typically has them.
Yep.
So machine washable, that's pretty good if you're, because think about trail shoes, how smelly they can get sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's great. The tongue is not the best tongue I've ever noticed, but the tongue it doesn't cock to the side, or at least if it does, I don't even notice it. And so a huge fan of that. I gotta go on my complaint now. And it's it's the complaint that we were already on two-person. It's a complaint that I feel breaks the shoe almost.
And it is a complaint that if you look at any review on La Sportiva's website right now, any review that I've seen outside of that as well has complained about this specific thing. I haven't had any customer feedback from it yet, so
no returns yet?
No returns yet with it, so we'll see. But it is a complaint that I've definitely seen from reviews that I've looked at. So if you want to go into it, yeah,
I think that's what's holding back. Leave it in La Sportiva. Just scroll in their review section. I mean, they don't have a ton of reviews.
Just read the headlines, honestly.
You just can read them. Give us a couple examples here on the headline.
So, 4 stars, perfect except for one design flaw.
Should I break the news? Should I make it all dramatic and talk about it myself? The heel, not counter. Oh, what would you call that? It's the lace, or right where it comes up on the lace
ankle.
here.
I would say it's the ankle piece where your foot comes out.
The ankle piece right here. They stopped, so they have this really. I'm just playing myself. I have this really nice for the heel counter, and it wraps around, and then it stops right here, where your malleolus is, which is the really bony, two really bony parts on the side of your ankle. Right there is where they stop it, and my shoe actually rubs right below the malleolus, so it's not even just the malleolus, which is that bony part again. It rubs right below, and you can actually see it wearing out on the shoe, which is crazy. The malleolus, it's the account of people. Oops, the account of people not having the malleolus, because my malleolus does hit the top right there as well. Yeah. But that wasn't what bugs me. I probably put I have a giant red spot on my foot right now from wearing the shoe, and it's rubs, and it's not. It's they stuck a piece of vinyl there, and it's right where the lace censors up. So that's a part that moves in your foot. It's just a horrible design. I'm did you guys have any wear testers wear this shoe? What happened? It's a huge deal breaker for the shoe. It just destroys everything that I loved about the shoe. I'm what the heck happened? Are they going to update this shoe? Is it going to be? It's not going to be yearly, is it?
This one might be because it's such a new shoe.
Okay.
I don't remember what Brian said, but dang it, I did say his name. I don't remember what he said, but it will, like, I'm pretty sure since it's such a new shoe, they'll do it a year out and then maybe be a 2-year shoe if they feel like it's been perfected. I feel like the prosciutto is a 2-year shoe or has been like a 3-year shoe because it's been out for so long and it's like a crowd favorite and not very many people complain about it.
Which is weird because the prosciutto is like a super stiff shoe, but I think it's established its place in the running community.
It has.
That it is not a worry anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more thing I wanted to kind of mention on this shoe before we maybe kind of wrap things up and continue on here. Let's see, what size am I in this shoe? So.
Oh, yeah, size.
I'm a size 12 in this shoe, US. So the best way to really gauge everything is to go by the European sizes. That's the best way to do anything in terms of shoe size if you want to keep track of that. So the European size is 45.5. I actually don't know my European size. I probably should. But I can just slide a shoe on and know typically if it's going to work or not by just feeling around, walking around a little bit in it. And this one with 12 in, most shoes I run about 11.5. I would say that's my average. So it runs a little small because I even go down to 11 in a lot of shoes. So it definitely runs small in my opinion. Have you gotten the same vibe from customers?
I honestly, this is one of those La Sportiva shoes that it could go either way depending on the shape of someone's foot.
Yeah. So for frame of reference here, I have a low volume foot that is a little bit, I wouldn't say narrow. I'd say it's actually more on the wider, just slightly wide, but low volume.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like my foot. And then I hate it when anything touches my big toe.
Yeah.
I hate even on the side of my big toe.
So yeah, and that's why you went longer.
Probably could have gone 11.5. It still would have been pretty tight.
Yeah. So you can hear everybody howling outside right now.
You got to get some context there.
Okay. Our neighborhood howls at 9 p.m. on Fridays, and that's when we're shooting this. So.
Oh yeah, it's 9:02 right now, and they're a little late. They're a little late howlers.
But anyways, So, for me personally.
Oh, by the way, I don't think anybody knows we live in the mountains.
Oh yeah.
In Colorado.
Yeah, very high mountains in Colorado.
We don't have a big neighborhood. It's like we are like really close to National Forest. Like I ran in National Forest today.
Yeah, it takes us like 2 seconds to get to National Forest.
Yeah, so they're great.
Walking.
We're probably doing a lot of trail reviews.
Exactly.
Especially during the summer. Because in the winter, the trails are somewhat passable, but
they're pretty muddy and gross.
We're post-holing a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I was post-holing a little bit today.
Yeah.
But we've had a really nice weather, and then it's about to snow like a ton tomorrow. Probably like 10 inches. So we're about to get 10 inches of snow tomorrow. So all the trails are going to be covered again. So I got some good trail runs. We're doing the trail review.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Yeah. Going to go for a long run on Sunday, so we'll see what happens.
Oh. Well, it should start clearing up. But if you're going to go out here, then good luck.
Yeah. No, I was going to. That was my plan.
You better wear some yak tracks or something.
I might just wear my snowshoes. We'll see. I'm just kidding.
Snowshoes?
I'm just kidding. It's not going to snow that much.
It's going to melt off.
I know.
It still melts off quick here. It's going to be 10 inches, but it's going to melt off. You'd be like 5 inches by Sunday.
Yeah.
And then pack down.
Yeah. But anyway, so personally, I usually am like ride between a 7.5 and an 8. I decided to go.
This shoe is fire. That's one of the reviews. Sorry. It's Boulder, Colorado.
Of course. But I ended up going down to the 7.5 instead of the 8. Granted, I have not gotten my shoe and I have not worn it long term, but.
What? You went down?
No, 7.5. So I stayed at the shoe size that I would normally stay at instead of going up to the 8, which is only occasionally if I need some extra room in the toe box. But the way that my foot fits in the shoe, my foot is a very high volume foot. And I wear
she
my
got
shoes.
A fat foot. Just kidding.
Not a fat foot. I have a really high instep.
Sorry.
Really high instep, okay? My feet can't fit in ultras anymore, apparently, because I can't make stuff for high instep people. Anyways, no beef against Ultra.
I love Ultra. That's what I actually wore today. I wore these yesterday. I wore the Outroad. Didn't they discontinue the Outroad?
Yeah.
I'm really mad at Ultra now. Like that is like that's actually like that is like my top 5.
I was
my
like,
top 5.
why? And they couldn't give me a good answer.
Yeah, because it's like I'm running on these like dirt roads and then I'm running out on trails. I'm like, I'll just wear my out roads because they're versatile. They
did tell me that the new Wild is gonna kind of take its place. It's the 4 mil drop.
What?
Yep.
Are you allowed to talk about this? Did you sign like an NDA?
No, I didn't. I don't sign NDAs. I can talk about whatever I want.
An NDA about a camera when I was in NAB.
Did you really?
I got a camera.
And you're talking about it on
I'm not talking about it. You don't even know the brand. I just have to sign one. Oh, your camera just cut out. So Abby's camera is dead.
Can I talk to this one now?
No. I'm gonna just it's gonna be me for the rest of this podcast.
I never even got to finish my explanation.
This is the Brandon show. It basically has already been the Brandon show. You're just the special guest right now.
So all the people who get upset of you cutting me off are just gonna be outraged in the comments. Let her speak.
Well, I can't. You're not even on camera anymore.
So I can't talk. So
you can't talk.
Should I just go? Should I just leave?
Yep. All right, guys. Welcome to the real show. Let's talk about the I'm about to say paradigm. Prodigio. Oh, you're very distracting right now.
I want to be paid attention to. Okay.
Okay, we got to use camera 2 and camera 1.
All right.
No, wait, camera. Yeah.
Okay. So.
No, wait, 1 and 3.
Can I just talk?
Well, I got to make sure I don't switch to 2 because this is what they're going to get. Okay, go ahead.
So anyways, going back to what I was saying about the fit, I have a very high volume foot, but I wear my shoes really short. I like a really tight fitting shoe, but I like to still have room for my toes. So the widest part of my foot was hitting the widest part of the shoe.
You're so high maintenance.
In the 7.5. I know I'm very high maintenance. I'm a drop diva, and I have to have
a drop diva. Have you tried the new ride?
Yeah, I hate it.
I get freedom vibes from it.
It's too high of a drop.
I don't even feel the drop that much. It's in your head. You're like, it's an 8.
I ran in it the other day and I twisted my ankle. No, it's an 8.
Yeah. That's a normal occurrence over here.
Not in a low drop shoe.
It's the shoe.
Anyways. Man, I've been talking about my shoe size for the past like 10 minutes.
Like we're just making fun of Abby. Just making fun of you.
Well, at least I can run fast downhill.
I can't too.
No, you can't.
Oh, you want to race? All right, guys. Coming to you soon, the downhill race.
The downhill race.
The downhill race. She's going to be rolling down the hill. That's the only reason she's going to beat me.
I'm not afraid of downhill. Unlike you.
I'm not afraid either.
Malos.
You see what I do? I run down.
Go lay down, bud.
I run down pretty fast.
Go lay down.
Okay. What makes you think I'm afraid of downhill?
When I watched you race at the Vail Mountain Games,
it looked like I was afraid.
You got passed by so many people
because those guys are insane.
Because they were running fast downhill. They weren't afraid of the downhill.
Actually, at the end, did you see my finish though?
I did. Yeah, it was
I caught that guy on the downhill.
But see how many people caught you on the downhill?
Yes, until I figured that's my first trail race. So my first trail race, I wasn't good at downhill running apparently. So she's holding that against me.
Malice is really nervous because we were arguing.
He does not enjoy when we argue like this. This never happens though. We never argue.
Never argue. Ever. We're not. We're just a happy married couple.
When we get margaritas in us, just something else comes out.
Anyways, my shoe size. I don't even remember where I was going.
Really big, and your foot is just weird, and
I'm a diva when it comes to my shoe size.
And you're a diva about it.
So, but I haven't worn it long term, so I will see. But you wear your shoes really big, so personally, when I'm sizing people really for them, you got almost like a thumb and a half. No.
I normally like max at a full thumb.
No,
okay, maybe you got fat thumbs too. Oh no, that'd be skinny.
His thumb is like his toes like right here.
I'm like
and
sitting
he's like
down.
moving his thumb all the way down here. It's not at the
You
edge.
want a full thumb length, by the way, guys.
Not
full.
not
So I have
this
a
kind
thumb.
of a not this kind of a thumb. Like
They can't see
right
it. You're too
there.
far away. I'm
Like
cutting
right-
to me. I can't even cut to you anymore. So
You want 3/4 of a thumb's width or a full thumb's width from the top of the shoe to the top of your toe. Any shorter than that, and you're gonna get black toes. Any bigger than that, and you're gonna get blisters.
I have black toes,
Well,
and I give lots of room. So what's up with that?
then maybe your shoe is too big, and you're sliding forward when you're going downhill.
No, it's
and that's why you're afraid of
my
downhills.
toenails curve. We've come to this is the reason why I'm afraid of downhills. This whole thing is circled back. We mentioned it at the beginning of the podcast, and now we figured it out. It's because my shoes are too big.
It's called continuity.
we figured out why I'm afraid of downhills, though. Just so you guys know, my shoes are too big, and I'm afraid of downhill. So make sure your shoes are too small, and you'll be fine on the downhill.
And you'll be fine.
Oh, that's me again. There we go.
Yeah, this is the Brandon podcast. I'm just a guest here. Just wait till I get my own podcast.
Nobody's gonna watch it.
Wow. You guys will watch it, right?
Don't worry, nobody watches my podcast because I still haven't got it out yet. It's
We
still
are
in the
rambling.
works. I tried it in February, my first episode, and it's April 26th.
You haven't posted your
No.
first?
I've been way busy, okay?
Apparently.
Yeah, there's a whole nightmare to edit. That's why we're doing it on the switcher board.
Yeah.
Okay, we probably should wrap this guy up pretty soon
Probably.
here.
But anyways, I size people at like just no. Just at a full thumb's width. And then I grab
Okay,
out
comment
the
below if Abby has
smaller
sized you
size.
wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Is somebody going to comment below?
No, I hope not. This is really calling me out. I give my employees crap for sizing people wrong. I
And
don't.
then you're going to have like a list,
List
just
of
like
people. Like, I've returned all of my shoes when Abby
this
sizes
video's going
me.
to take off because people are just commenting nonstop. Every customer you helped.
every customer I've helped. Oh man.
Man, we're gonna be famous now that I said that.
Just because Abby sized me wrong.
Yeah.
It's just that's all over our comment section.
I think we're done talking about the shoe. So we probably should wrap this guy up. And the cat really wants to should we get the cat bottle on.
Good job, balloons. Turn
Okay.
around. Let them see your face.
She's actually kind of cute, okay?
Cats are weird.
Okay. So overall, I think we were saying it's a great shoe. Should we give these shoes a rating at the end of these?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would rate this
have
shoe a 6 out of 10.
Just based off of my treadmill run, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, but you didn't have the rubbing issue. So
I
that's
didn't
why I
have the
had
rubbing issue.
I took off a good amount for that.
I
It
didn't have
probably
the
would have
rubbing
been a 9 out of 10 without that rubbing issue.
I'm wondering if that's... I would have to think back to when Amy and I were trying on the shoes in the store. I can't remember if that was part of the reason why I went size down or not. It was because it wasn't rubbing in that area. I don't remember.
Really?
But
In mine, it was just I probably already put the B-roll in, or I'm going to put it in right now. But yeah, this is you can just see how much it's worn away on my shoe, which is crazy. Like the fact that it's just worn away, that's pretty concerning. I mean, the foam hasn't mushed out too much, which is good. I've only worn it for about 40 miles. You can see the crease where I flex my foot, but that's about it. Or New Balance, you can their fresh foam, you can see it starting to wear right away.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, we just keep throwing things into the shoe. But yeah, and also who chose white
I don't know.
for a trail shoe?
I don't know. If you look at the other options
First
for colors,
run, it was brown.
Yeah.
And they have
the women's color is actually pretty
Let me pull that up.
I don't love it, but it's actually a pretty nice color. They do have some
we've
black
got
options as well.
Men's colors really quick. We're gonna go over them real quick. This black one, great idea. This is the one I have. And then we
that
have
one's cool.
this one, the blue. Is this Anton's colors right
Probably,
here?
yeah.
Kapichka.
Yeah.
And then we've got that one's a really nice. That's the Captiva colors.
They're La Sportiva colors. That's what
La
that
Sportiva.
is.
Yeah, that Captiva colors.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the women's now quick. And we're going to go look at their colors. Okay. Oh, wow. There's like a purple and orange one. That one's pretty cool. You going to get that one?
Oh, my gosh. I don't know which one I'm getting.
There's like this light blue one. That's not bad either. The women's colors are nice. Oh, this one's kind of weird, though. I don't know about the yellow.
I'm trying to pull it up, but it keeps auto-correcting.
So.
Okay, here we go. I like the purple one. I was really hoping I was going to get that one. I guarantee you he's going to seed us the yellow one.
Because it's the worst color?
No, because that's the color we got in the store.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Why
do you guys get the worst colors? I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like when I bought this one, this is the color that you guys had. I'm like, this is the worst option you could have chosen.
And it's the only option we have. We don't have any of the other colors.
The black one
would have been solid.
Actually, Lone Tree, that one is. I mean, it really depends on where you're at too.
Lone Tree
what's gonna sell?
doesn't have the shoe. Only Boulder and us.
Yeah. Even in Boulder, I think the black's gonna sell better
than the white.
In my
I
opinion,
agree with that.
Or even La Sportiva colors.
Yeah, the La Sportiva colors would have been sweet to have up on the wall. But yeah, I don't know about our colors. I like the purple one. The purple and the mauve one. The rose springtime. That one's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
They're very colorful and I like them. They're nice.
Yeah, I mean, besides this one, I was a huge fan of all the other colors.
Yeah.
Like even the women's color, like the off yellow was like all right.
Yeah, the yellow one that we have in store right now is not bad. I did have somebody ask today if that was going to get really dirty, and then I showed her the men's, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not going to complain anymore."
Yeah, this is the one my husband has. He looks ridiculous when he runs in it.
I was like, "This one will definitely show dirt."
So I guess we should wrap it up, though.
I thought we were.
Yeah, we've said that like 10 times. So we are actually for real wrapping up. So if you guys enjoy this, if you're still listening, then you probably should subscribe because you stuck it out. Like,
you did.
If you wanted to listen to this whole thing,
you did a good
listen
job.
to our bickering back and forth, and then talking about how we're going to stop this, and we didn't stop it. Yeah. And I'm just going to keep going because we're not going to stop this again. Then you probably should subscribe and like the video.
And let me know if you want me to host next time.
Or you can just leave comments below telling us how Aby fit you wrong for shoes.
I'm going to lose my job.
And if you're going to host, you got to manage this.
Oh, never mind.
Are you confident in your ability to switch?
Never mind.
See? I'm like, I'm not even switching.
Yeah, he can't even do it either. All right, are we done? Is this the outro?
Yeah, this is the outro. The flashing of like all the cameras.
I'm so sorry if you're dizzy. Cheers.
All right, later, guys. Thanks for sticking around. I got nothing left.
That's okay.